let's have a look at one of the rarest lenses that were ever built. It's Nikon. It's Medical Nikkor. It was built for medical images, so you could take proper pictures while surgeons would make their own business. So obviously you can't get as close as you have to with the proper macro lens. So Nikon built this lens. You can be like a meter from the surface that you need to take picture of, and still it will be macro. It's an amazing lens, really. Very complex, old, heavy, still very usable. Image quality is excellent, as with most of the Nikon lenses, and it's difficult to find, quite expensive as well. So my copy wasn't fully working. It was built with the flash ring that was faulty. I couldn't find a proper charger for it, so I had to remove it. I didn't have to, but I still remove it so the lens would be easier to use. So let's have a look at this lens. So you can see these raw edges. This is where the flash ring used to be, and it was mostly plastic, but some parts of it was some sort of steel. So, well, still, it's easier to use now, and I'm gonna be using it with the 800, which has quite high ISO, so it's easier to use. As with this lens, aperture goes down, up, whatever. It's from 4 up to 32, so it's quite dark lens, as any macro lens is. Yeah, so you can see the mount it's an old one. No electric connectors, no electronic in it. It's all manual. It's the front. There are, I think, there are 8 aperture leaves. The funny thing, it's not that funny actually. It makes the lens difficult to use somehow. So what you see is missing aperture ring. Yes, there's only manual focusing ring, no aperture setting ring. So you set focus together with aperture, and the closer you get, the darker the lens gets. So once you 10 or 20 centimeters, can't remember, it's 32, so you need lots of light or very high ISO. So let's have a look how at some samples, and let's try to use this lens actually. So it's somehow difficult to hold the camera and take the video at the same time, but yeah, well, I'm not going to do that. This is how close, because the furthest, yeah, anyway, it's a meter or something like that, distance from the surface. So, and this is the maximum focus you can get. And well, with this lens, it's quite fun to take pictures with certain old equipment, as it's all manual. So it's fun. You have to use your brain, set up to properly the ISO, and my D800 metering doesn't work with this lens. Don't know why. Maybe it's about settings or something like that. But still, it's fun. It's a great lens, great engineering, great example of how good Nikon used to be. Well, what I can say, I like to take pictures with old lenses, as it's more about having fun, pleasure of taking pictures than getting sharpest, most contrasty, and all that junk images on your screen. This is not what photography is actually. It's the process of taking pictures, and it's all about feelings of the photographer and of the person that is looking at pictures that you take. It's basically photography. It's about connecting people, connecting different generations. It's more like words, books, or that sort of things. A picture is one of the many ways that can express us as human beings and connect us to the people in future, or the past people to us somehow. So it's not about sharp. Sharpness doesn't really matter if you look at the greatest pictures ever taken. They were not sharp sometimes. They were not perfectly cropped, but still the value of an image is more than that. But this is a different story. Anyway, let's get back to lens. My one is full of dust, fungus. But still, it takes great pictures, and I'm happy because I'm one of few that actually own this lens. So yeah, the thing about this lens that I somehow forgot to mention is that the thing with this lens is that it's a macro lens, excellent macro lens, medical lens, but it's a perfect portrait lens. You got beautiful bokeh, very good quality portrait photos. It's great, it's just brilliant. So go on and find it if you can.